Yo, what's going on, guys? I apologize for being late. It's all on me. It's all on me. I was doing something I've been just doing. Welcome to the show, man. We got Rhyme and Lemon, we got TP Grill, we got the one and only Bishop Franks, and back from the dead, the one and only Mike the Legend. What's going on, gentlemen?
What's going on?
How's everybody doing? How's everybody New Year? How's
It,
everybody
it,
New Year?
it's good, and it's 7:48, and Texas still sucks.
Also, that's how we gonna start. So that's how we gonna start. Lemon, how's everything been going, man?
Another day, another dollar. I'll just tell you,
Oh man,
I've had
TP?
enough of this in me. I'm gonna be a little bit sweet today. I've had enough salt.
Yeah, TP, how you been doing, big dog?
I'm feeling good. Good to be here. Good to see everybody.
Hey, before we
Hey,
get
man.
started, how's this new phone looking on y'all's end?
Good.
Looks
It's
good.
it's still broken. We can see your face.
Lemon,
You wrong for that.
Come on, man.
Shut up.
What's up, Dwayne? How's everything going, man? You still
Come
at
on,
work?
man. Man, come on, man.
Hey, hold on. Let's jump right into this. Somebody said, let's go. Shout out to Coach Ricks. You still on board for the Clemson South Carolina players and being day two. They probably not in portal yet. Saw one go to Georgia today. Look, there's a lot more coming. Right now, everybody, man, is trying to evaluate their money, which I don't blame them. And TP, I know that you love everybody that evaluates their money. Take the time out to advise their people of where they want to go. Look at every other option. That's only right.
TP said he'd cash apple money.
No, TP do checks. TP do checks. He do checks.
Do I need to run get my checkbook? Because ain't no money in it, but I can run get it. Chose
Hey, I wanted to bring this up, man, because everybody's been jumping on the tight end that we just got, Hayden, that we just got from Florida.
I like him.
Look, kid's a dog. Kid was a dog and everything, man. And like I said, DJ and everything, man, had a rough year. But we got some emails tonight, man, that we got some loyal ass OU fans, man, that see through all the BS. And these emails are the best emails we've had so far on this show.
Hey, Coach, before
Yes,
we
sir.
get started, how
Yes, sir.
many teams in NCAA Power 5 that we belong to can honestly say they got a 6'8", 269-pound tight end?
Nobody.
Nobody.
The dude reminds me of the tight end that was at Iowa State a few years ago and everything that
Mm-hmm.
problems with. But when you have a 6'8" tight end, now going across the middle don't seem so daunting because now you can lob that thing up, he'll go get it at 6'8". So there should be no more tip balls and things like that. But I just think, man, that we as OU fans, man, we need to be diligent, man, and be patient. We don't want to just go in and just start getting anybody. We want to get the right people. We want to get the right people. And sometimes, man, that takes longer than what we as OU fans are willing to give the coaches. So let's just be patient. Look, at the end of the day, we lost 22 guys. Of those 22 guys, 5 guys are the only ones that contributed to Oklahoma going 10-3.
Yep.
5.
5.
Now, don't get me wrong. I don't like losing Marcus Strong. I don't want to lose nobody off the defensive side because that's been our bread and butter all season, and everything is the defensive side. But I think we got a lot more dogs coming back. What I can put out there, it's in the works. There's going to be 2 guys visiting from Clemson here next week or this week. They're visiting from Clemson going to Oklahoma. I think Kevin said that Wes got those guys coming next Tuesday.
Ooh.
So let's look and see if we can get those guys in. I can't get the names yet. I got to let that be publicized first, and then we can come back and say, okay, we did talk about that. But I just try to keep everything open, man, because I don't want to start throwing out names and then it don't happen. And then it's like, well, Coach, you said, and then the source that I had is like, well, hey, money talks, bullshit walks. That's the era we live in right now. We live in this prima donna era that guys about their money.
And let's not make any qualms, Coach. We got that problem last year when we threw all that money at Jaden Ott, and look what happened. So we need to be what's the word I'm looking for? Very careful, very meticulous in what we go to get in the portal this year.
Do we now? I kind of figured that Tatum was going to leave. I kind of had an inkling because you got two stud running backs that are freshmen and sophomore.
Right.
They're going to be there for a while, and they've been dogging and they've been playing their ass off. So to get on the field over those two is going to be very hard.
Yeah.
But I do think that we have a chance to go get the LSU running back that is in the portal right now. I believe him and DeMarco still have a rapport that we can go and get him. Just don't know. He's already said he's in the portal before Lane even talked to him. So I don't know what it is. I would have thought Lane would have had a little upside to talk to him about staying, but he said he's ready to go. So it is what it is.
Yeah.
But anything before we get to these emails and then start chopping off to about what's in the portal and what you think Oklahoma needs. Yes, sir.
Go ahead.
Go ahead, Dwayne.
I have this question.
Yes, sir.
What about who's going to be the tight end coach? That's really what I want to know. And is Jason Witten's son coming? Because I hear they're talking about that. I don't know if that's true or that's just out there.
All points are pointing that Jason Witten will be talking with BV. We just don't know to what extent.
Ooh.
We just don't know to what extent.
Please get me Jason.
Hey,
Witten.
look, I put somebody out there, man, that y'all didn't even know about that I would go and talk about.
Who's that?
Getting. He's already made it known on the NFL Network that he would like to get into coaching like Eddie George and Michael Vick and all these guys. I would go see if Tony Gonzalez would try to be interested.
In the tight end coach, as a tight end coach?
Yeah. He wants to throw his hat in coaching.
That's interesting there.
Either him or someone, man, like Vernon Davis. You know, somebody, man, that is a true tight end, that is a separator from the ball, a nasty ass blocker, someone, man, who don't mind getting dirty.
Well, I'm taking off my silver and blue glasses because I am a Cowboys fan. But
thank you, Coach. Thank you, the legend. Thank you. Please, somebody on the panel that can respect.
Y'all got to admit, even if you're a Dallas Cowboy hater, you go back and watch Jason Witten as a tight end. He was damn good, and he's where he's coaching at now, Liberty, just outside of Houston, Texas. He's got that school rolling.
Okay.
He really does, Coach. Like I said, I'm taking off the silver and blue glasses.
Okay.
I've been hearing good things at Liberty.
Well, here, look, I'll put it like this. There's been two tight ends at Dallas, to me, that have been the best tight ends for Dallas. That's Jay Novacek. Jay Novacek, to me, is number one. Jason Witten got to be number two.
Yeah. And
come on, you got
what?
You got Witten, Jay Novacek.
Yeah, I agree with you with that. But what about Bob Lilly? He's on that list too.
Oh, wait. Lilly didn't play tight end.
He played defensive line.
My bad. I stand corrected.
No, man. Hey, look, we all gonna stand corrected because there's gonna be a lot of mistakes made tonight on this podcast.
Yeah, you damn right.
Because I'm gonna tell you right now, man, I got some damn names, man, that I would go after in a heartbeat, and I'm just hoping that Oklahoma at least tries to get them on campus to see if they fit.
What about case? What about that Kansas State tight end coach?
Look, this is what I'm now. When I say this, don't everybody go far left. Don't leave me on the island by myself when I say this. We need a tight end that's a separator and a tight end that is not like a placement tight end. We need a baller tight end, if that makes sense. We need a baller like a Vernon Davis, or we need someone like a Kittle and everything, man, from the San Francisco 49ers. We need somebody, man, that's going to be a separator and that can not only block but catch the ball. We've
Right.
had too many damn tight ends, man, drop open down touchdown.
Yeah.
We need somebody that is a name, a face, a something. There's only one tight end that comes to mind and everything, man, and we got him, and that's Hayden.
Yep.
So, anything else before we get on these emails? Anything else, Bishop? Anything?
Ready to roll.
All right, here we go. We only got 5 of them, man, but the 5 that we got, it's gonna take us a long time to get through these damn emails.
Go for it, Coach.
So here we go. Hey, Coach Ricks and the panel. I don't know if you guys still do the email segment. That was really what got me hooked to the podcast. I wanted to ask a simple question to you guys to get your response. The Oklahoma Sooners made the college football playoff in a season in which many thought they'd be lucky to win 8 games. Despite the way the season ended, bullshit. I guess they said BS, bullshit. OU won 10 games and showed massive improvement. Despite that, despite what many may think, what do you guys think will be an upside for next year? Also, hold on, let me circle that first, upside. Also, thank you guys for really showing love and respect for the program. Hold on, I ain't gonna read that. Yeah, I'm gonna read it. I'm gonna read it because it's gonna piss him off, but I'm gonna read it anyway. Dwayne, I was really hurt to see that you think that race had a part to do with Hawkins not getting the nod. I just feel he was a year away from being the #1 quarterback. I just feel it's not at OU. Love you guys. Marissa Jones, Russellville, Arkansas. All right. First question. What do you guys think will be the upside for next year for Oklahoma? Anybody can go first. And when you go, everybody else mute yourself and everything so we can hear what you got to say.
This one's super easy.
Okay.
So you go back and track, because I'm more of a forensic kind of person. See what led us up to where we're at. So you look at what BV has done up to this point. Really good season, 6-6 season. Really good season, 6-7 season. Really good season. I get the timidity of and the concern of, oh my God, we're going to go back to another 6-6 season. But look at the circumstances that led to each of those. The first one was you either had a turnover at the offensive coordinator, or you had a turnover at like a dumping of all of the players, right? So you come in 6-6. We haven't had either of those. We have a new offensive coordinator. He's sticking around. The new quarterbacks coach. He's sticking around. The quarterback that, even though he got hurt, he's still the sticker. He, as far as we know, he's sticking around and being the core of that offense. We have an offensive line that proved at the end that they could hold up on their own, and they're young and they're hungry. We've got 2 running backs that are proven whenever they have a good offensive line. So I'm not worried about that. The only position that I get kind of worried about is the exodus that we had from linebacker, but not in the sense of we're losing our star linebackers. It's more along the lines of we've lost the competitive depth that we're going to have to pick back up. But if you want an upside, the core of our offense, or the core of our defense, is still here. The core of our offense is still here. The core of the staff has not turned over, especially in the very, very big positions that we were having trouble with in the first place. We have a solid set. Do I think we go 10-2 again? I can see it. I can see it. I think you're muted.
My bad. We're going to go to the right and let TP go first, and then we'll go to Mike and then Bishop, and then we'll finish up with Dwayne.
Okay. Upside for next year, we went 10-2. That's the upside. Truth is, we have to improve. We definitely have to improve. The O-line has to improve, even though the Young Bucks played pretty good. We have to improve. We couldn't run between the center guard gap. So that's got to improve. We couldn't run the ball. So the offensive line must improve. The defense must get better. Even though we rah-rah the defense has to get better. Just that simple. We let a team, we saw how we finished. So since we saw how we finished our last game, the defense has to play better. Plain and simple. And that's all I got on for next year. O-line has to improve. One other thing. Our quarterback has to be, if he stays, he has to
He's staying.
be sat down, and his mechanics have to be stripped to the studs, and he has to be reworked in this offseason so he can work fundamentally sound and stop some of the poor fundamentals that leaves points on the board for our offense. That's it. I'll leave it at that.
All right, Mike.
Well, the upside was our defense, and I agree with TP that it, when you got a hot rod drag car, you're always improving it, right? You're always looking for the next big thing in that motor transmission setup. So that can be, but improvement. I'm going to put it to you like this in an analogy. If I'm a lead technician for an automotive place, and I've got a resume that's a mile long, mile wide with certifications and everything, and I show up to that job with a $30,000 Snap-on toolbox with specialty tools that will fix tools, and I'm using a pair of vice grips and a pair of channel locks to loosen bolts, I want to be questioned. And Ben Arbuckle has a $30,000 Snap-on toolbox with specialty tools that will fix tools, but he's using vice grips and channel locks. He needs, like TP said, we need a freaking quarterback, or at least strip him down to the studs and work on his mechanics, because I am still not sold on John Mateer. He sits back in that pocket, plays pat the baby. He's got happy feet. He don't look downfield. He wants, like I was telling Bishop earlier today, he's kind of got the prima donna thing going, where he wants to put the entire team on his shoulders and be a one-man show. Well, football ain't a one-man show. It's a team of players. And that's all I've got, Coach.
Hey, Mike, to kind of counter that, don't you want your quarterback to have that kind of moxie a little bit?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you do, Coach. But what I'm saying is, if you got that moxie and that swag, you better have it in your ass pocket and back it up.
Can I help just a little bit? Because I think Mike is making a point. He wants somebody that has the moxie of Baker, not the moxie of Rattler.
I can get that.
That's it. Thank you, Lemon. That's the point I was trying to drive home.
All right.
Rattler had one bad game, and a guy came in as a freshman and just ran crazy. Okay, maybe Rattler had a couple. Maybe Rattler had a couple of bad games.
One bad season. How many games did that man throw an interception in the last 3 minutes? In the last 3 minutes,
Superman was going to come replace him in the second quarter at down there at the Texas Stadium. Who knew? Who knew Superman was behind him?
Hey, the man threw an int like he's throwing out candy in New Orleans on Fat Tuesday. Come on, man. And it didn't like oh well, it's he's got bad footwork like Mateer. No, that man was just coughing it up because he had to.
You know why? Because he had Caleb Williams breathing down his neck. That's why.
The statement about Rattler not being bad was just to help with the statement of Superman, because Superman was that guy.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah. All right, Bishop.
Yeah. The upside is that no longer are we looking behind and wondering if a game should come into balance that we wonder if we can win it. We got past that. And I think we have the nucleus on all three phases of our game, but we just have to make sure that Nagy and his crew make sure they keep getting the type of quality pieces necessary for us to go all in. On top of that, I'm with everybody. I'm gonna be watching real close. Coach K and Arbuckle, you're on the clock. You have to be accountable. If nothing else, make sure that you have a script of plays that whenever things start breaking down, that you could go right back to. On top of that, I need Mateer to be honest and open and really watch his film work and tell me that's the best footwork that he can bring across. And if he can do, once he looks at that and he's able to answer that question, then I think we're with what we got coming back and what we're adding, we're set to have a very thriving season. But you still got to answer some questions. But I'd rather be in the playoffs for this last year, so we know that we can get there. Now it's about making sure we finish unfinished business.
Hey, before we get to Dwayne, I want to rebuttal something right quick because I think we're getting lost in the trees a little bit when it comes to this Mateer stuff. I'm gonna have to take up for my boy because I was a quarterback and I know how it is. When you go from, and I'm gonna use an old thing that I did. I left Sparrow. Sparrow was 3A when I left Sparrow. Quarterback, went to Little Rock, Arkansas. Went from 3A to 6A overnight. Felt like I'm a dog. I know what I demand. I know what I need. I know what I want. I know what I can do. But sometimes there's a level, then there's some more levels above that. You don't know those levels until you start playing those type of talent. Then you'll find out how strong and how tight and how tough you really are, because sometimes you think you've hit that ceiling at 3A, and then you go where them dogs at, and then you realize I'm not where I thought I was. So it takes you time to get up there where they are. I just think that Mateer came in with the moxie of Baker, but he ended up playing like, let's say Bomar. Let's say he started playing like that, because I consider him not to be nowhere near Baker. I think he's more of a Trevor Knight to me, because Trevor could run the ball, but he was off and on throwing the ball. Sometimes he get it, sometimes he don't. I just think that we don't give him enough credit. These are some damn good defenses that he's going up against in the SEC. This is not Wyoming. This is not Arizona State. This is not Utah, and not take anything from those places. This is not Colorado. These are Auburn, Alabama. These are your Georgias. These are your Texas. These are your Mississippi. I ain't going to say Ole Miss because they'll piss TP off. This is the team that you play for every week. So I think that after this year, we can really advise and evaluate John Mateer on how good he was. Yes, your mechanics were good enough in the Pac-12. Your mechanics got to be better when you're in the SEC. So I don't want everybody to jump on him, but I think he needs to be criticized, because when you make that type of money, you're going to be criticized. You might not like it, but that comes along with being the quarterback at the University of Oklahoma. You have dogs, you have Heisman Trophy winners, so you have a statue of players outside your damn window that you can look at and say, damn, Jason White, damn, Kyler Murray, damn. You can do that. I just think this year he will evolve a little bit and get better. We don't need for him to be Baker. We just need for him to be consistent and make good decisions when those decisions need to be made.
You cannot be consistent throwing the football with a piss poor platform. So until his mechanics improve, And I don't even care about the money because I'm all for the money. So get the money, John Mateer. I applaud that.
Yeah.
However, your ass will be dismissed if you can't produce. That's just what it is. And I'm not saying he can't get better. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying he 100% needs to get better. His mechanics must get better. We left a lot of points on the board out there on the field out there because of just poor throws. And those poor throws were all from unsound mechanics, a poor platform, a poor base, poor footwork. All of that cost us points. So that's why I said rip him down to the studs and get that going before spring so we can get into that.
Gotcha. All right, Dwayne, we're going to finish with you, man. What do you think is the upside for next year? Oh, I'm sorry. Hold on. You got to unmute yourself, Dwayne.
Yeah, let me start by saying we already rehashed that about Michael Hawkins. We're not going to go through that again. I think that everything that was said then, and I think we're going to move forward with that. That's a decision that was been made. That's a business decision, and I respect the young man for it. And I wish he could have stayed or wanted to stay, but I understand it's a business. But moving forward, I think that we have to, like TP said, I think we need to break it all the way down. I think, we need to sit down and have a serious communication with the offensive coordinator, the head coach. He needs to be the head coach and be the CEO of the company. He needs to address things with him, make sure that what we're going to do, what we're not going to do, what we have to do, and what we need to do. We can't just sit back and just be satisfied just because we got a great defense and neglect the offense. I think we need to have a running game. It needs to be a sound running game. I looked at that Indiana run game, and I just could not believe that dude. Alabama couldn't stop that guy. They literally quit trying to tackle that man. But but again, we have to go back to what Oklahoma is. We need to get back to that run game and strong defense, just like Brent Venables said he was bringing. So that's what I'm hoping for. I'm hoping that we can get that run game going and have a great defense and a great offensive line.
Go ahead, Mike.
I would, to piggyback off of Dwayne, here's what I would like to see BV do now. He's got this defense roaring like a 426 Hemi with 3,000 horsepower. It's there. Take all that effort, all that time, all of that energy that you've applied to your defense. Now let's get the offense to that level. Get with your coaches, get with the players, get them to the 426, 4,000 horsepower motor. That's all I have, Coach.
All right. Well, some of these comments and everything, man, I think, go ahead, TP. Go ahead, buddy.
Just real quick, because Dwayne mentioned that running game that Indiana produced. I just honestly didn't see. Hey, baby. I just need to know what their O-line is like and how can we get that type of O-line play.
You have to commit to the run and have a 7-man front. They had 2 tight ends on both sides. They had 2 tight ends on the side of the right guard when they ran right, and they had 2 tight ends on the left side when they ran left. That's what they ran. So you knew when they was going to run. It's just a matter, can you stop it? And Alabama didn't shift the way they were supposed to. But you can't stay in the 4-3 front when a team has a 2 tight end personnel every single play. And then they'll play action and do a backside pass on it, and you overshift, and then now they got you on the mix match on the backside. So they came in with a game plan. This is what we are going to do. Oklahoma has to get to that point. This is that's one thing I'm going to say it. Don't get mad at me. That's the one thing about the bitch out west. That's what he did. He said, this is what we run. I don't care what defense you run. This is what we going to do. And it always worked because they had the consistency to say, this is how we do things. Oklahoma has an OC that's trying to fill out what should we do. You can't do that in the SEC. Either you know what you're going to do or you got to guess at it. You can't go in there and say, well, I don't know what we're going to do. We're going to try this. That shit don't work because you can't be consistent. Yes, sir, Lemon.
This is where I've got to defend Arbuckle, because if you go back and watch the tape and you look at the pass plays, we had guys, even though Mateer went a different direction, we had guys busting open.
Yes.
And
Yes.
were easy to catch. On the run game, especially towards the end of the season, with exception of the playoff game, we had a run game that was actually starting to come to life. So I can't blame Arbuckle. He's got the scheme together to make it work. It's all about the vision. If Mateer actually saw who came open, it'd be a whole other story.
Yeah. No, I agree with that. I agree with that wholeheartedly. I'm not gonna sit here and I mean, yes, Slam, Trevor Knight is a good comparison. I look, I'm a big Trevor Knight fan, but Trevor Knight was not the guy. He was just a guy that got us past Bama, and he's still living off that legacy. He's still living off that one game. That one game has made Trevor Knight one of the hottest names in Oklahoma whenever he comes here. That one game. So that just did what it is. But anyway, let's get on to this next one and everything, man, because this is going to be a good one. This is going to be right up TP's alley. It said, hello, coach. I hope you and your beautiful wife are having a wonderful new year. This is Kelsey Morgan and Jack Morgan, a husband and wife. And we wanted to ask a few questions to you and the guys to see if we are true Oklahoma fans. Oklahoma was led by the defense. BV reestablished the defensive identity in Norman. And that defense came through in many big moments throughout the season to propel Oklahoma to the CFP. Though they made the playoff, there's no satisfaction with coming up short at home. What are some ways Oklahoma can improve in order to get back? We just answered that. What can Oklahoma improve in order to get back to the playoffs in 2026? Thank you so much for reading our email. This is our first year together as husband and wives. Congratulations. And you guys are so awesome when you talk about butt whoopings and music in the old days. Just please keep going. Please keep doing your thing. It's a great podcast. Happy holidays, gentlemen. So we just answered that, but to piggyback off that, I'm gonna switch it up a little bit. Besides defense, besides what we just talked about, what's one area Oklahoma can improve on? And I know that might be answering the same question, but just one position that Oklahoma can improve on to get us to that first CFP win. We're gonna start again with Lemon and work our way around, and that Dwayne be last. Lemon?
Can we put one rule in here that TP can't list quarterback?
We're gonna do this. We're gonna do this. No quarterback and no defense.
No.
Now let's answer that question. No quarterback and no defense. Go.
Okay. Simple. Tight end. You get a good all around tight end in the room. I'm tired of seeing if Kanik was it. The one great thing about Kanik was he actually understood the assignment, even though he was on the smaller side for tight ends. He understood the assignment and stood people up when he needed to stand them up, and then he went out and broke open if he needed to break open.
Yeah,
we need an all around with size.
All right, TP.
I was not going to go into quarterback. I was actually going to go and say what I'm about to say, which is O-line.
Gotcha. Okay.
If we get the O-line humming and knocking people back 4 or 5 yards off the line of scrimmage, we don't even have to worry about throwing it. Although it's always nice to throw the ball when necessary, But if we improve that O-line, and I'm not knocking the young guys because the young guys did what they could, being mostly true freshmen. I think there were 3 true freshmen or 2 true freshmen playing.
Mm-hmm. Now, let me ask you guys this, because you said it. You said it. We've lost 6 offensive linemen so far on the portal.
Hmm.
You want to know how many out of those 6 really contributed more than 4 games?
2.
Yeah. Yeah, one.
One. So when people start saying, "Oh God, we losing offensive linemen," you ain't really losing shit. Yes, sir, TP. Go ahead.
One thing I think we might have discussed before, and that is a lot of people that get in the portal or maybe asked to, and we're not there. We're not in the building. So a
Yeah.
lot of people that are gone, don't worry. And because look at it this way. Nagy, and you guys know I was hard on him over the summer, but Nagy is a general manager at heart. He's a good eye for talent. So this is where I said over the summer, after I was really upset about no high school blue chippers, no high school 5 stars, I was saying in the portal, he's going to win. He's going to win big in the portal. That's why I'm saying it's portal season. And
Yes.
I'm expecting Nagy and his staff to really, really shine and get the talent we need at all these positions that you see leaving, tight end, offensive lineman, all
Yes.
that. Don't worry about that. Nagy going to cover all that up, and we're going to have elite play next year. Watch.
Okay. Mike?
I'm going to say the running game, and it's not the running backs. I want to piggyback off of TP. The offensive line. We need to push guys backwards. I mean, get mean, get nasty, act like a bunch of prisoners that's on furlough for the weekend. I mean, just be nasty. Open up them holes. I mean, that's one area I want to, because even in the days of old, one thing OU was always noted for was the trenches on both sides of the ball. You couldn't move us, but we could move you. So I would like to see an offensive line like what Baker had when he had Duke Robinson and Zeus and them guys. That's the offensive line I want to see, because you wasn't moving them guys; they'd move you. So that's what I want to see.
It's kind of hard, Mike, getting those
Well, I
guys
know.
down with the way NIL is. It's kind of
Well,
hard
I
getting
know,
those
Coach.
guys.
I'm just giving some examples. I mean, I just
Gotcha.
want to see a nasty offensive line
Okay.
who can pancake your ass down to the ground and say, "I'm taking your lunch money, and there ain't nothing you can do about it."
No, you didn't say just Debo him. You didn't say Debo him.
No.
It sounds like Sooner legend one Trent Williams type. That's what it sounds like.
Yes, all day long.
Okay.
That's what I want, Coach.
Okay. All right, Bishop, what you got, bud?
Mine is definitely tight ends and O-line. More than anything, I want competitive depth. So that way it allows us, if anybody should go down, we don't lose no consistency or effectiveness.
Okay. Dwayne?
Yeah. Well, the office, I think we need to get, for the love of God, can we please get rid of the RPO? No more of that. I'm sick of that.
Okay.
Just get rid of the RPO.
No, I mean, I think that if you don't know how to run the RPO successfully, it can cause some daunting tasks at times, because when you're supposed to give it, you don't, and when you don't supposed to give it, you give it. And we always keep hearing this: the game speeds up. I mean, the game speeds up when you first get in college, but then it tends to slow down. I think the game, is still speeding up for Mateer. I think it's speeding up for Arbuckle. One thing I can say, that game against Alabama, there were some offensive calls that were different that we've never seen, that got us the lead. What changed is when Alabama countered, we didn't counter. We just kept trying to do the same old shit that we got the lead with, and they were ready. They were blitzing, and you can't have 10 and 12-yard post corners and 15-yard post called, or 10-yard drag comebacks. When they're blitzing you, you don't have time. So when a team blitzes you to death, I love that shit because I will screen your ass to death. And I will get 5 and 6 and 7 yards. So either you're going to give me 5 and 6, and it's going to be a long, terrible night for your ass. But he didn't know how to handle it because it worked in the Pac-12.
Which brings me to this question, Coach.
Yes, sir.
Why can't we go into Mark Bangino's book and pull out that old shovel pass that Heupel used to do to Quentin Griffin?
Because those plays like that, you know why those plays work?
What's
Because
that?
you could contain the center and the guard position. We can't contain the center and guard position to save our damn lives. So if they're blitzing the A and B gap and you try that, he ain't going nowhere. He ain't gonna do nothing. You got to be, in order for things like that to work, and we all know what I'm about to say, in order for all that shit to work that we want to see, you have to be able to run the football and make the defense know and respect the running game. If they don't respect the running game, you ain't gonna run the ball on them. It just don't work. It's a merciless game that we're trying to play. There was no way Oklahoma should have lost that game being up 17 points to Alabama. I don't give a damn how good they played the second half. There was no way. The defense just got tired of going 3 and out. The defense. But you got guys that were not doing their assignments. So we're not gonna get on that. I don't want to go back over that painful loss and everything, man. That's still fucking with me today. I'm just gonna say that we need to get better when it comes to calling plays. And when other teams audible in the second half, we need to audible as well. And that's just keeping it real. But moving on. Anybody got anything else on that before we get to the next email?
Dwayne's turn to go, Coach.
Oh, I'm sorry, Dwayne. My bad, dog. No, I think Dwayne went.
Yeah, Dwayne went.
Yeah, I did. I did go. I said get rid of the RPO. No, I said for the love of God, please get rid of the RPO.
Yeah. Somebody said,
and I
I
thought that the shovel pass only worked because we gave the play card to Texas before we started the game.
Dude, that was a classic. Chavez, thank you so much for saying this. Chavez said Arbuckle has to take some food off his plate. He has to do everything. I think that Arbuckle needs to be the bigger guy and say, Kevin Wilson, I need your help. Nothing wrong with that. I need your help. You know that old saying, and remember the Titans when he went to Denzel and said, Coach, he's whooping my ass. I need some help. There's nothing wrong. There shouldn't be no pride involved when you're trying to win a damn ball game.
Pride cometh before the fall.
Whatever it takes to win the ball game. If somebody has my number and there's another coach that has an opinion, I'm going to go to him because the shit might work. We can't sit here and we got to be able to have the uncomfortable conversations when it comes to football and winning ball games. It's not about, well, I'm the OC, what I say go. Damn that. If you're not calling a good game and I'm the head coach, pass the baton. Pass the baton to somebody else who might do a better job. But be willing to accept the fact that if Kevin Wilson gets that call and the ball start moving, you might be in a world of hurt. So maybe they don't want to happen.
Coach, I have a question.
Yes, sir.
Wasn't there ever opportunity? Because truth be told, Kevin Johns was the one that beat Alabama last year. Was there an opportunity for him to stay?
I think that he wanted to go because he knew that he knew that Arbuckle was bringing his guy in when he got the OC job. You don't need two quarterbacks coaches. And I think that they wanted to do what you call it, an analyst. You only allow so many analysts and everything. So I think that, and then also too, Oklahoma State wanted him. It feels good to be wanted. Yeah. Instead of staying somewhere and trying to find a spot, I want to go somewhere where they want me. Yeah. And now look at him. He's somewhere where they really want him.
Right. I think personally, I think that was one of the good games that Jackson Arnold had. That when he won that game, that was one of his good games that he had.
Well, you can have a good game when you don't pass the ball. They made sure he didn't pass the damn ball. They took the play calling, they took all the passing plays and shredded it. You ain't passing the ball. You gonna run the ball the whole damn game. So they took all the Dwayne, all the passing plays. It was like you know when you go in the bank and you try to push the button and then it won't do nothing. they made sure you ain't passing the ball to nobody.
You wrong for that. You're correct, but you're wrong for that.
Delete. Hey, I want to pass it. Delete. I got an audible. Delete. Hey, it just goes that way. I mean, but you didn't need to throw the ball against that game. In that game, you didn't need to. So, hey, anyway, let's get on to this email because we still got 4 more. I want to get to some people in the portal that we want to talk about. All right, the next one. Happy New Year, Coach Ritz in the panel. This is Tony Moore. We went to college together at Central Arkansas back in the day. I wanted to see if you were still playing basketball. Nope, I ain't playing basketball no more. You and Kevin and Ted and Damon used to run the courts back in the day. LOL. My question to you and your partners is: Oklahoma Sooners. Oklahoma hasn't had a consistent running game. Okay, now here we go. Oklahoma hasn't had a consistent running game since 2022, when Eric Gray became the bell cow back for the Sooners and ran for 1,100 yards and 1,100 yards. In 2022, the Sooners finished number 10 in the nation in rushing yards. In 23, they dropped to number 35 in the nation, with Gavin Sawchuk leading the way with 744 yards and 9 touchdowns. Tyree Walker ran for over 500 yards and 7 touchdowns. Dylan Gabriel ran for more than long ass email. And Dylan Gabriel ran for more than 300 yards and scored 12 rushing touchdowns. My question is, what will it take for Oklahoma to get back to that type of consistency? Thank you for reading this, my friend. I pray that you and Amy are safe and well. Take care, big brother. All right, damn good question. All right. So what will it take for Oklahoma to get back to the consistency of running the football? You cannot just say the offensive line. It got to be something else in depth. Lemon, we'll start with you again.
Go ahead. Again, it's easy. 2020. Go back to the history. What happened in 2023? 2023. Lincoln Riley was on his way out the door. He already checked out, and he was pulling all of the guys that he.
You mean 21? Lincoln left in 21.
Last Bedlam game that was played was 2023.
No. Was it
November 4th, 2023?
Was it? Because this is BV 4th year.
BV was the coach in 23 in the last Bedlam game, where they pulled Stoops down in the back of the end zone. That's the last Bedlam game. And
Yeah,
BV
so that was BV was there.
But it still goes to my point. All of the players had already been pulled. All of your core group was gone.
Yes.
And we're already starting to build that core group back up.
Mm-hmm.
The way a running game goes, and I get it, it's not just the offensive line, it's the whole unit. It's you got to make sure that your quarterback knows his assignment and can get the ball there and turned around right. Jalen Hurts made a point and said, "I can hand the ball off damn good, can't I?" Right?
Mm-hmm.
You got to have a running back that's in place and has a vision and a line that can open up the gaps.
Okay.
Got to have the people that can do it, and we're already on our way getting those back together. And Nagy's doing a good job of making sure it's getting that way.
Okay. TP.
I know you said you can't say offensive line, but
well, you can say offensive line, but not just offensive
you
line.
can't run the ball without a good offensive line play. So, but I believe with improved offensive line play, I believe X-Rob and Blaylock, and honestly, I'm not sure who we're going to get in the portal, but that freshman, Haddon, I said last year before the season started, look for Blaylock to get some. I'm expecting Blaylock to play big. And lo and behold, he played big.
Mhm.
And I'm expecting this Haddon kid. Is it Hatton or Haddon? Is it TT or DD? Haddon.
On what?
Anyway, I'm expecting him to play. I'm expecting him to play, and I'm expecting him to play well when he
Yeah.
gets his chances to get on the field. That's what I'm expecting. Now, again, I'm not sure who's coming in the portal. They don't let me in those meetings about what players they're choosing. I haven't been invited to any of those meetings yet. So,
Okay. Mike?
Well, like to go off, you got to have. I mean, your offensive line is the meat and taters of the run game. However, you got to have a running back when things are getting wishy washy. Remember how Adrian Peterson and Alan Patrick was? If the hole wasn't there, they was patient enough, and if you gave them just that much, bam, that's gone. We need, which we got that. I trust that Tory Blaylock and X-Rob are like that. And also, when you do a running play, for the love of God, can we put the quarterback under center so that running back can have some momentum and a head of steam going when he does hit that hole? I mean, is that a big ask, Coach?
No. I mean, dude, that's why we asking the questions and everything, man. Like I said, everybody's opinion and everything, man, has to hold some weight. I just think that we just can't put down one thing because there's multiple layers to what we keep saying. This is a team sport. So that's why I say we can't all blame it on Mateer. We can blame it on the wide receivers not getting yaks after the catch. We can see that they're running the wrong down routes. We can see that you're not hitting the guys wide open because you don't have time due to the offensive line. You're not getting the right call in sometimes. Excuse me. God, dog. So it could be a multiple of things that goes wrong in one play. I just think, man, that next year it's going to be a little bit different. Hold on, guys. Excuse me. I think next year is going to be a little bit different for Oklahoma because now we have 2 years in the SEC. One against a good team, one against arguably the best team, the best schedule that I've seen, the hardest schedule I've seen in a long time in the SEC. And Oklahoma still went 10-2. So now that we start playing the Kentuckys and the Mississippi States and all, I'm not saying those are easy games, but those are better games than playing Ole Miss, than playing and everything, teams and everything, man, like Alabama. We're playing some teams now and everything, man, that are also in a rebuilding year that also helps Oklahoma's chances of getting those W's. So not saying that that's something that's going to be easy to do, but I think that with a little bit of continuity from Arbuckle and Mateer and Kevin Wilson with all the staff, Oklahoma's going to be a special team next year, man. I think a lot of people are going to count us out again because for some reason they got something against Oklahoma. I don't know what it is. They do not want Oklahoma to take off and ascend like I think we can in the SEC, because if Oklahoma can be the one team to come out of a different conference and start running the SEC, what does that make the SEC look like?
Right.
So, Dwayne, what you got, buddy?
I just think they need to make a concerted effort to run the ball. Like Mike said, put the quarterback under center and let it stop. Just hand the ball off. That's simple and plain. Hand the ball off. Just hand the ball off. I mean, just what is it to turn to the side instead of pulling the ball? I mean, it does
mean something better when the running back can run the ball versus the quarterback. It does, because the quarterback doesn't run with vengeance and doesn't run with determination and heart. That running back, that's his job. Run somebody ass over if you get in my way. There ain't no juking and trying to out, no. You get in my way, it's me, it's mano a mano. And if it is what it is. So when a quarterback runs, he doesn't run with what's the word I want to find? He doesn't run with the dog in him like
Authority?
a running back does.
Authority.
Authority, good word. I like dog, but authority is what we're going to use. He doesn't run with the authority that he needs to. A running back hits the hole, he gone. A quarterback hit the hole, he's looking to slide because he don't want no contact whatsoever. I know I didn't, but if I slide, I'm sliding forward. I'm not sliding backwards because it's a football, it's a contact sport. You're going to get hit. You're going to get hit. Embrace it and get your ass 4 or 5 yards and get down and let's go the next play. I just don't think, man, that a lot of us understand how hard it is to play quarterback. It's really hard.
Yeah, it is.
It is really hard. But still no excuse.
Coach,
Yes,
Coach, can I ask you a question? You played quarterback and you've been coached. And I've always said this. If they know that you're let's like say we got a 50-50. We're good
Okay.
on the run, we're good on passing. And
Okay.
they're blitzing constantly. Whatever happened to getting under center and just raising it up and flipping it over to either a running back, tight end, or a slot back? Just raise it up, boom, throw it quick. Whatever happened to that?
Because you got defensive ends and everything, man, that are not like the 290-pound guys. You got the 240 and 235 defensive ends that are very athletic and very agile.
Okay.
That'll take that to the house and look at you, talk about keep doing it.
I got you.
We don't have those big old guys no more that's not athletic. We have athletic hybrid, what they want to call it, hybrid defensive ends. That's 240, 230, that runs 4.5, 4.6, or whatever. You can't do that no more with these guys. These guys are very agile. They play basketball. They do ballet. They do all these things to make sure they can be consistent and stay on the field 24/7. So when you have guys like that, you can't throw the ball, those little dink and dunks like you used to back in the day.
Yeah.
You can't do it no more.
And I'm going to say this as a funny, but I kind of miss the old linemen of the 80s when it looked like they had beer guts.
You know what, guys? I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna see if anybody feels the same way. If Oklahoma really wants to run the ball, do you think that might make Oklahoma a Georgia 2.0?
Yeah.
If they decide they really want to run the ball and that's it?
Yeah. All
Just
day
my-
long, Coach.
Just my opinion. I think Oklahoma can run the football, but I think Oklahoma. I really want to see what it's like to have a offensive coordinator that's not a part of the Mike Leach type of umbrella, if that makes sense.
That's that point right there, because yes, we desire to run the ball, but I don't know how much desire our offensive coordinator wants to call that committed run, that hard committed run. I don't know. I think the run is very much secondary.
I think it is too, but I just, that's just my opinion. I always wanted to ask that and everything, man, is that if Oklahoma turns into a power running team, you're pretty much going to be Georgia, because I love what Kirby said about the guys and everything, man, that don't want to get physical. I love that, because I'm the same way. If I got guys on my team that don't want to get hit, that don't want to get down in the dirt and get nasty, and they go somewhere else, I want to go and play them, because I know they don't want to get physical, and I want to get physical. Before we get too far left and get into, like I said, there we go again. I'll get lost, because football is football to me. But I want to be on these emails, because I promised the people that I would read the emails that emailed them to me, because I did get away from the emails, because I just like talking football.
Yeah.
But at the same point in time, the emails, man, took off in the past, and I just been avoiding them. And I said to myself, 2026, I will get back to the emails, and we're gonna do that. So, anything else on the running game and what it might take for Oklahoma to get back to being consistent on the running game? Anybody got anything else?
No.
All right. Next one. All right, Amy has this circled, so I guess it's something about me. What's up? What's up, my peoples? This is Eric Carter. Hey, from Spyro. Hey, Mike, you know any Carters from Spyro?
The last name sounds very familiar.
I knew an Eric Carter. Okay. What's up, my peoples? This is Eric Carter from Spyro going, what's up, cuz? Nobody called me cuz but family. Okay. I must say you are killing the podcast. I know you are super busy in work. And work has you all over the place. I don't think your friends and listeners know. This is who I think it is. I don't think your friends and listeners know how much and how good you were in high school and college. But all I can say is you know your shit when it comes to sports and teaching kids. But let's get to our beloved Sooners. There's a feeling that John Mateer will be back for Oklahoma in 2026. And that's a good thing. The Sooners have dealt with a lot of quarterback turnover in recent years. Dillon Gabriel in 2022 and 23 is the last quarterback to start back-to-back seasons for Oklahoma. Didn't know that. Oh, okay, TP on to something. TP said that earlier. I'll be paying attention. So he's going to be the second quarterback that has been back-to-back since BV has been here. Okay. Continuity is important for growth. The Dillon Gabriel and Jeff Lebby running the offense in 2022 and 23, the Sooners saw an improvement on 9 points per game. Having a quarterback and offensive coordinator proves that Oklahoma has an opportunity for growth. But they need John Mateer to be improved. They need for John Mateer to improve. My question is, Mateer was good at times during the first season of Oklahoma. He was not good enough. He was good enough to, I'm all over the place. He was good enough to help them win 9 games. Michael Hawkins was the quarterback to win over Kent State. But inconsistency is his reads and inconsistent footwork failed him. TP gonna love this one. His inconsistency, his footwork failed him in the offense too many times. Mateer gave Oklahoma a chance to win against Alabama in the second half after the Sooners let their lead slip away. But he also wasn't consistent enough down the stretch to overcome their late defeat. His decision making, get to the question. Here's the question. Do you guys agree with this assessment? The assessment was. Is he asking about, is Mateer not consistent? Okay. Do you guys think that, which I know the answer, but I'm going to ask it. Do you think that, how can I put this question? Let me finish the question first. Do you guys agree with this assessment? Thanks again for the platform and keep killing it. And to these sponsors who want you to let go of Bishop and Country Boy Mike, tell them to kiss your ass. Mike, Bishop, Jason, TP, Lemon, Dwayne, Kyle, Seatbelt. That's family. Peace out. Okay, I like that. Okay. How can I word this? Okay, would it be fair to say that Mateer will be a little bit more consistent since he's going to be in year 2 of Lemon, help me out. I'm trying to find a question in this shit, but it's all over the place. We think John Mateer
let's ask the question along the same lines as what your friend actually put out there. The last back-to-back quarterback the quarterback to play back-to-back years saw growth between those two years. Dillon Gabriel went from really, really fast to a consistent ball player.
Then went on to Oregon and got better.
Do we see John Mateer doing a similar path of, since he's had his first year of trials and tribulations, is he going to calm down and grow with this next season?
Yeah, what he said.
Yeah.
What he said. Lemon, you can go first with that one and everything.
Well,
'cause
we've already had, I hate to put it this way, but we've already hashed this conversation and
yeah,
are kind of beating a dead horse in terms of,
yes,
more time John Mateer he has to grow, but to TP and Dwayne's point of, he needs to be sat down and actually told, brought back to, okay, this is the basics and the fundamentals of how a quarterback's throwing action should be. And then build him into his vision. I personally, my opinion, and I didn't state it then, is I think his vision, if he was to grow in his vision first, and then work on his mechanics over the next season, I think we'd see greater improvement than just reworking his mechanics to start with. But yes, there is going to be growth, and you're going to see it. It's going to be palpable. I'll explain it in the way that I do in terms of martial arts, because I've done a ton of martial arts over my life and all that. As you start getting into sparring, and I'm not talking about point sparring and all that, I'm talking about actually putting on the pads and putting in the work and defending yourself. There is a speed to it that comes to it that can't be taught. And once you hit that speed, you got to get used to that speed. Once you get used to that speed, the whole thing slows down. You see it better, you react better, you work better. Same thing in this. The only way for a quarterback to get better is to be in that situation and let the situation, after so many reps, slow down. It's not that the actual situation is getting slower. You're understanding it faster, and you're able to make adjustments and see what you're supposed to see and make your reads better.
Okay. TP.
So to your last point, Ryman, when you are sparring, you still have to be fundamentally sound in how you throw your punches, even if you're going slow in the beginning and building up to speed, right? You can't throw a good side kick or axe kick or roundhouse if you don't have good fundamentals to do that.
Is that a question or is that a statement?
That was really a statement, but take it as a question. Can you? I'll make it a question.
When I was teaching, I had the whole gambit. I had and I would sometimes work with the MMA guys, and that's a whole other breed of crazy. But in terms of, would I rather have somebody that is, say, 50% the way there on his basics and fundamentals, and teach him, and could I teach him better to how the sparring would work and what would work better with his particular style? Or would I rather take that guy and move him back and treat him like he's 25% fundamental and try to rebuild him? I'd rather take the 50% and try to mold his game to what works best in his system, and then come back and work on shoring up the rest of that other 50%.
Okay. Because the way I'm looking at it, I don't know, maybe he is down at that 25% level of fundamentally sound. Maybe he is that.
And to that the only person that can answer that question is his quarterback coach.
Yeah.
Right. Again, we're not in the room. We're just viewing what we saw on the field over the course of the season. And most of my criticism, truthfully, you can see in before he broke his thumb. You can see it. You can see it in the Michigan game. You can see it in the Temple game and the other games before he broke his thumb.
Well, I mean, he like you said, we're beating a dead horse, but at the same point in time, I think the mechanics do need to be worked on. That is the main thing. One thing that I had to do is get better with my mechanics, because I felt like my arm was strong enough to where I didn't have to worry about mechanics. I had to fix that in high school because I knew college was a whole different animal. So when I got to college, talent wasn't going to work. Anybody can throw 60 and 70 yards and everything, but if you can't throw it on a dime or you can't throw something accurately, it doesn't matter how hard and how far you can throw it. Yes, sir, TP.
This is a better question, and this is directly for you, Ryman. If you're a student in his, let's say right cross, if you see he consistently is looping it as opposed to getting it directly to where you want it to go, you don't want to work on them do you want to work on them fundamentals to correct that, or do you want to just kind of spar that out and think it'll get better?
That all comes down to the situation, right? So if we're in the middle of a tournament and there's no time to sit back and go back to the practice and work, whereas if we're in the middle of the fight or getting ready to go into the next fight, you have to teach, okay, this is the situation that you have to lead up to be able to use that looping left or that looping left cross.
So that's why my original statement was what we need to do now up to spring and through the fall, because we don't have a real fight or tournament until September.
That's
so
fair.
if you as a teacher, if you see that incorrect, you want him to throw a straight jab and he's looping it. His mechanics are poor with his jab and he's looping it. Or his right cross, you want it to go straight through the target and he's looping it. You have him here in January and his next tournament ain't until September. How would you go about working on making him better at that? That's my question.
I'll give you one other scenario that you may not be considering, and this comes to coach to athlete kind of situation. It also comes down to whether or not the coach feels that the athlete can pick it up in time. If Arbuckle and the quarterback's coach don't feel like, okay, we need to change his fundamentals and he's going to be able to get it by September next year, then you don't want to upset the apple cart. You want to turn around and say, okay, these are your tools. Let's make your tools work.
Got you.
You
got it?
I got him, and now I'm taking it to Mateer, and I'm thinking, okay, well, if we are being honest, meaning Arbuckle and his quarterback coach and Mateer, we know X, Y, and Z really ain't gonna work for him.
Yes. Well, here's Slam
now
hit
we
it.
Just limited our playbook.
Slam hit it right here. Mix it up. Quit relying on the RPO. Mix in some power formation lineups. Play smash mouth football. That's OU DNA. That's what I was saying. What would it feel like to? Okay, you know who I would like to go get, and y'all can call me crazy if I want to. I like Mike Bobo for Georgia. He mixes it up, power running, but then he mixes it up with some. But Georgia never really had the wide. The only receiver that I remember them having really good was AJ Green. But Alabama has never had those wide receivers like Oklahoma has had. So would it be bad to bring in someone like a Mike Bobo if he don't have the personnel that he needed to run it? And then would that offense look suspect? So is that something similar to what Arbuckle's going through? He don't really have the personnel that he's needed to run his offense. He just has what Oklahoma has. Just a question.
Arbuckle got his quarterback.
No. I mean personnel, like the wide receivers that you need or the running back that you need. Now I'm not down TP, and I mean now Lemon. I see your head. Get ready to go fall off your body. I'm not saying that Oklahoma's personnel is not grade A, USA certified beef, and Washington State was better. I'm just saying, maybe the personnel is not what it needs to be. Yes.
Two things.
I don't know. I don't
Two
know
things.
about that.
Okay.
Number one, and proof of number one is all of the players that have the injury bug on that offensive line that are now in the portal.
Yes.
Couldn't get a solid offensive line. Two, until recently, I will caveat that until recently, those young bucks are hungry. They're doing it.
Yes.
Number two, TP and all of us talked about it earlier. Arbuckle isn't adjusting. He's got a playbook that can. He's just not.
Yeah. Well, I just wanted to ask and everything, man, because I was like, that's something and everything, man, that where I was like, maybe it's just the personnel that's causing a lot of the problems and everything. Maybe, so I mean, I don't know.
Hey, Coach.
Yes, sir.
I know you said that it was the thing about the.
We lost sound.
Say it again.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
I can't hear y'all.
Can y'all hear me?
I can hear you.
Yep.
I can hear
Mike,
everybody.
Mike, go out and come back in and see if that fixes it.
I'm going to back out and come back in.
Okay. All right. Hey, Kyle, are you in here? I think Kyle came in too. All right. Go ahead, Dwayne.
Yeah, I was saying, I know you said that about the, do we have the pieces? I think we have the pieces. This is just me. I think that the pieces didn't have the opportunity to be on that, to perform, to get opportunity. I go back to, I don't know how many wide receivers we had, and there was a question I asked before an episode ago about Emmett Jones not, what do you say, producing, or I think that he has. I just think that Satania was getting the spotlight. Javon Gibson was getting the spotlight, but Jaron Kaepernick was getting the spotlight, and I think there was more or less that other people didn't really get a chance or the opportunity. That's what I think. Maybe I'm wrong, but I think Emmett Jones is producing. I think he's doing his due diligence to get these athletes in here. I mean,
you can only, you can't fault him because he's getting the guys that we need. It's just that here's the part that I might can help you out with. And welcome to the show and everything, man. We got Kyle Dubious and everything in the building. What's up, Kyle?
What's up, man?
What's going on, Kyle?
To help you out, man. Maybe it's like this. You want to go get the best players. You need the best players. We keep hearing we need to go get the best players in order to get the max performance. Okay. Sometimes the best players might not be the best fit. Now, we won't know that until we get them in here and assess them the way we need to. But at what cost would it take to get someone in here and assess them, and then it don't work out? The person that you might have wanted to get is gone now. So you took a gamble on the person that was the best 4-star or 5-star or whatever. You can't go and observe the dog in somebody. The dog is either in you or it's not. You can't evaluate that. I'm going to be an alpha 24/7. I don't shut it off. It don't cut off. It's always in me. So when you have a kid like Owen Heineke come in, a walk-on, and take a starter's job, that's what we need. Is some dogs to come in here and say, you know what? I'll give you a good example. Correct me if I'm wrong. Besides Stantagna on wide receiver, and I'm gonna put my own, blood in there. Who was the next best wide receiver?
JJ.
No, I say no.
Keontae?
I say Keontae.
Keontae.
Who you got?
Burks.
And as
Go
far as
ahead, say it.
consistency, well, as far as consistency
Yes.
and like proving what he could
Don't
do
do it.
with what they were done, JJ won. I feel like JJ and Jermichael Carter were both kind of tit for tat. I think JJ he didn't have enough time to show what he
Time.
had.
Yes. So that's why I said
And
I wouldn't even put him in there.
You gotta put into it too. He came off a broken leg in late in
Yep.
spring. I mean, that's what he did was crazy.
Well, I can tell you now, he was never confident when he came back about that leg. You don't break your leg and then still feel like you can do the same things that you used to do before you broke it. That's anybody. So I think that this year but this is what I would like to see. I want to see, and then we'll get to this last email. I want to see Mateer get the wide receivers together this summer. Let's go somewhere where nobody know where we are. Let's go to work.
Yeah.
On my dime or whatever. Let's go somewhere, work on everything that we want to work on, and let's get better. Because they didn't help him out either. And I think that a lot of the problem is and everything is that we rushed. And it's okay to take 4 and 5 yards down the field and slowly kill somebody. We don't need the big play every time. We don't need the perfect call. We just need for you to be consistent. And when you want to run it, you run it. When you want to pass it, you pass it. Don't let Mateer. I don't want to put this on Mateer because it's not on him. I always tell people and tell anybody, attack the OC before you attack the quarterback, because I'm calling the plays. And if I can't call a good game, it's make the quarterback look bad. So I'm going to put some of this on Arbuckle for not being ready for the opportunity. But I think that next year we're going to be a lot better. Could that be a fair assessment?
Yeah, I think it's as much as everybody wants to blame Mateer about the season we had, which wasn't even that bad of a season, which is crazy. I think it's a lot more on Arbuckle than Mateer. Because, I mean, Arbuckle, I've said this in a couple streams already. I've seen him chew ass about every single player that walked off the field and made a mistake. But it seems like every time Mateer makes a mistake, you don't really see that. So there's just something.
Oh yeah. I saw that. No, I saw that. He chewed out. Who was that?
It was EPL in the playoffs.
Yes.
Because Venables ripped them one, and then right, they highlighted it right after Arbuckle ripped them one. I ain't never seen anything close like that towards Mateer. So it's like that's showing favoritism in my eyes. I mean, that's the only thing I don't like.
Time out.
Oh,
Kyle, brother, listen. Everybody ain't gonna get treated the same in a sporting type thing. That's just the reality of it. They don't go off on Aaron Rodgers when he was with Green Bay. They wasn't going to go off on Aaron Rodgers the same way a cat that just barely made the team. You don't get the same. You're not going to get the same treatment. Aaron going to get way more leeway. Aaron going to be able to go off more at Green Bay when he was the star quarterback of the NFL, as opposed to.
I don't agree with that sometimes, but you're right.
As opposed to a guy that is number 52 on a 53-man roster. And I'm not saying EPL was number 52, and I'm not saying Mateer is Aaron Rodgers, but for our scenario, Mateer is as close as we can get to Aaron Rodgers, and EPL is a little lower far as getting some slack. That's just how it is. That's how it goes.
Yes, sir.
You're right with that point, TP, but I think at this point, I think he deserves to be chewed out. It's $1 million man. $3 million man. You need to be chewed out because it's. I mean, the play itself is inconsistent, and he needs to be held accountable. And at this point, I'm not either Arbuckle or either Batir or Brent Venables, for that matter, is not holding him accountable.
You got to be able to have the uncomfortable conversations, and maybe it's a cultural thing, because I know for a fact when I messed up in high school, Coach Blankenship told my ass, and it didn't matter how successful I was or whatever. Is I think somebody in the comments said it earlier. Coach Blankenship, Coach Young, and my other coach, Coach Wilson, we call him Cool Breeze because he always wore shades, even when it was nighttime. His thing was, I don't want you to go out there and have too much to do. I want you to have 2 options. That's it. I don't want you to have 9 to 10 options because that's too much for you to do. I'm gonna give you 2 options. Maybe we need to give Mateer just 2 things to do. Either you do this or you do that. But we got to have the right consistency to even do that, because I think we have a real good team. I just think, man, that we have. And also, too, someone had it in the comments, and I'm going to agree with it wholeheartedly. We got to fix these damn penalties. Penalties killed us so much this year. And I don't know if it was just because we were over-aggressive or what, but some of the refs, I'm going to put it on myself as well, some of these refs are tick for tat. Either you're going to let them be physical or you're going to not let them be physical. This is football. This is not basketball. We're not calling, illegal picks and all that. You got to be able to put hands on somebody and and they're not allowing the guys to put hands on nobody. And when they do, it's a flag. I just don't get that. Just my opinion. Just my opinion on that. So, yes, Mike.
I'm the world's worst critic on John Mateer. But
No, you ain't. No, you ain't. TP is.
That's TP.
Well, I'm second. But here's the deal. Let's just say it for what it is. I mean, there's talent in Mateer.
Yes.
Now, here's what I would like to see with Mateer, because I like his moxie. I like how he's a team player. Bringing in the beats from Dre for the team in the Sooner Schooner last year, that was cool. I mean, that for the whole team. But here's what I would like to see. And I'm going to go back to Bob Stoops' first year. We bring in a young man from Snow Junior College by the name of Josh Heupel. That first year, he was, yeah. But who was his quarterback coach?
Say it again now. Who was what?
Who was Josh Heupel's quarterback coach? A former Heisman Trophy winner from the University of Iowa.
I don't know.
That played with Bob Stoops.
Who was it?
Chuck Long?
Chuck Long.
Chuck Long. Yeah, I forgot about that.
He was the OC?
No, he was just the quarterback coach. Leach was the OC, and then Mangino. But with that being said, go back and watch Heupel his first year. Pretty solid. But watch him in that 2000 year after Chuck Long got a hold of him. I would like to see that same Coach K get with Mateer. Like you said, Mateer and the wide receivers go off and do their thing. I would like to see Coach K take Mateer off by himself in a secluded area and say, here's what we're going to work on. This is what you did right in the season, but here's what you did wrong. We're going to work on your mechanics. Am I wrong for saying that?
No. Hey guys, we're gonna have to let Lemon get up out of here, man. He got some appointments and things that he got to take care of, and I want him to bow out gracefully. since he can
Yes.
go and spend time with his family
All
and
right.
everything, man. But Lemon, man, thank you, man, for jumping on, man. As always, we always look forward to your wisdom when it comes to this thing called football. Anything else you want to say before you get up out of here?
Yeah, I've never done a dang thing in my life that's graceful.
Hey,
Come on, man.
Lemon, you did get my new phone number, didn't you?
Yes, sir. I've got it. Guys, it's wonderful to see you all again. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year.
Same to
God
you, Lemon.
bless. And it's 9/17
Same to you,
and
Lemon.
Texas still sucks.
Hey, always, big dog. Always, man. You have a good one, man. Until we see you again, enjoy your night. All right. All right, guys. Lemon is out.
All right, man.
All right, check this out. I want to ask Kyle this since he's here. Kyle, we had an email earlier, and it was asking what would be an upside to Oklahoma in 2026
Just in general.
in general.
So, I guess being given the fact that we kind of trust Nagy and the staff to like get all the pieces we need and all that, they're gonna handle all that. I think it's a matter of how much Mateer improves, which that's stating the obvious. I think the only thing I think I can compare, I guess you could kind of compare to him with this staff. Dylan Gabriel, his first year, he didn't really do too much. I mean, I think was it Breevy's first year DG came?
Yes.
Yeah, it's his first year. So I mean, you see DG, he didn't really do too much. Now they have two completely different play styles. DG is like a lot more conservative. He doesn't make mistakes, which he's not gonna win you the game, but he's not gonna lose you the game.
True.
Mateer, on the other hand, he makes a lot of mistakes, but he does win you some games. He won that Michigan game, whether people like to admit it or not. Without him doing that last drive, we don't win the game. So I think if we see we might need a little more of an improvement from Mateer, but if we see a similar improvement how DG had in his first year to his second year, I think Oklahoma makes another playoff run.
Yeah.
Good point,
Kyle, he won that Michigan game and he won that Auburn game.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
I'm real hard on his mechanics, but his heart, I believe the kid got heart.
He's a playmaker.
I just need you to clean up your mechanics. Help me out,
Yeah.
dog.
But that's what I'm saying. I mean, DG improved from year 1 to year 2, so why can't Mateer?
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of people are writing him off, and I mean, I know he's been doing this for 5 years now, but I mean, same as DG. DG was a 5-year guy, so I mean, we'll see what happens.
No, that's a good assessment.
Man,
Go ahead,
that was spot on, Kyle.
Listen, if he comes back, he cannot come back the same.
Oh no,
He
definitely
has
not.
to come back
He
better.
has to.
That's just it, simple and plain.
And I
If he
mean,
comes back throwing side on, well, if he comes back throwing 90% fundamentally unsound, we will have a problem. That's all.
yeah.
Sometimes
And,
man, you can't. Mechanics are going to somehow, some way rear its ugly head and bite your ass sometimes.
I honestly believe if he comes back, he will be improved. I believe that because I just don't see Nagy bringing him back without having him improve or
that's my take on it.
Improve.
My take on it is like it's like a lot of people are writing him off and saying, "Oh, he's not going to be better. He might not be this. He might not be that." But like you think, I mean, all those people, their jobs are on the line. Even if they're not on the hot seat, their jobs are on the line every season. So you don't think it's in their best interest to, if they don't have confidence in him, to be like, "Hey, I think you should go somewhere else." Like, I mean, the thing is, if they're keeping him, that shows like they believe in him. And I mean, if they believe in him, I mean, it's their job.
I'm pretty sure that's what Joe John was asked. I think Joe John was asked to leave. I really believe that. I think that, and also too, I think he wanted to leave to go to Mississippi State a little bit to join Levy. But I think that sometimes, man, you need a little change in order to get over the hump. We've been trying to get over the hump for the last 3 years. We've improved every year. Don't get me wrong, we improved every year. But you're right. This will be the second time that we will have a second-year quarterback since BV has been back in Oklahoma.
That's
And
the
that is
business.
Go ahead.
I was going to say that's the business side of it. Coaches coming and going. That's the business side of it. Players coming and going nowadays because of the money. You know,
I fault no player or no coach who want to go and make themselves better. I would never fault a player or coach for doing that.
Yeah,
exactly. That's why
it's just the way you do it. It's just the way that you do it.
That's why I really, before I found out what you guys told me, because I learned that from you guys, I wasn't upset when Lincoln Riley left. I really wasn't upset.
Mm-hmm.
I just, when I heard the other stuff that he was doing while he was still here to prepare himself for where he was going at the detriment of OU, that's when I was like, okay, that's off base and foul. But
well, when the former coach got to make you go in there and tell the coach, tell the kids that you're leaving, that's the bad part. Yeah. Somebody got to tell you. You got to go in here and tell these boys you leaving.
Yeah,
and he went in there for like three minutes and he was gone.
Yeah,
wasn't nothing else. Hey guys, I took another job somewhere else. I know, and then left. Didn't.
Hey, Coach.
Yes, sir.
This next year, you'll know what I'm talking about. Kyle will know what I'm talking about, and Dwayne. I'm going to use an old country saying on material and offense. You either fish or cut bait.
Hey, I like this. I like Kevin Wilson to be the tight end coach. He's always been a tight end coach.
Yeah.
I just don't think he's in a position to be a position coach. Like, I think he's just riding out retirement.
Yeah.
He might. If we don't get Jason Witten, I think they're going to promote from inside. And if if they do, would OU fans be okay with it?
Coach.
What about the oh, my bad. I was about to ask about the Kansas State tight end coach.
That's who I was fixing. Kyle Menyu's on the same level.
I mean,
because I've been hearing some heat about that.
Well,
and I heard like 2 years ago or a year ago, I heard some heat about it again.
The reason it will be heat from that, and the reason why he would get the job is because that's where BV first got his coaching job from.
Yep.
That will be, if he gets the job, it will be because BV know what. Now, didn't K-State coach retire?
I don't know. I know
I believe he retired.
Yeah.
The
he
guy
retired or got let go or something.
No, he retired. I know that for a fact. He retired. So I think a lot of those coaches and everything, and don't get me wrong, that team is a blue blood. That team reminds me of Utah.
Yeah, that team gave us headaches when we were in the Big 12 every year.
Not too flashy. Just go in there and do your job, and very disciplined. Not going to go in there and make too many mistakes. I just feel like, man, that we got to be better than next year. We got to be better next year. And I think that we will be. I think a lot of guys do understand that this is the year. You can't keep going 10-2 and 10-2, 10-2 and losing the way that you lost.
Yeah.
I think losing the way that you lost hurt a lot of fans.
I don't like how you said 10-2, 10-2 like that, because that's a lot of people overstate that too. 10-2 in the SEC, that's more rare than people think.
Shit, yeah. That's.
I mean, 10-2 in the Big 12, yeah. I mean, when you only got to worry about Texas every year, but 10-2 in the SEC, that's. I know that's a standard, but I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if we don't see that less often than not.
Yeah.
I see a lot of 9-3 seasons. I don't see a lot of 10-2 seasons.
Kyle, to piggyback off of you, when you go with 10-2 with the schedule that we had this past year, that's saying something, brother.
Yeah.
Yeah, even with that being said, I think with the schedule we got, because I mean, the schedule we had this past year was brutal. I mean, that was brutal. Even the last 4 games were brutal. So I mean, and you might be right, 9-3, but I think we can get to 10-2 again. But Maybe hell, 11-1. Who knows?
Yeah, I'm not saying we can't get to 10-2 again. I'm just saying don't be surprised if we see more 9-3 than 10-2 over like the next 10 years.
Did you guys see the Georgia Mississippi game?
Oh yeah, I watched it, and I watched them. I watched every game.
What did that game remind you of?
Georgia Ole Miss. I know you're trying to get me to answer a certain question, but like give a certain answer. But
That game reminded me of Oklahoma and Georgia. I mean, Oklahoma and Ole Miss, or as TP want to say, Mississippi.
Oh, like from this year, yeah.
Yes. Back and forth.
Yeah,
back and
Chandler's
forth,
just
back and
outplayed.
forth.
Say old piss. I mean,
Chandler's
Mississippi.
Chandler's the dog, man.
It. Do you see what quarterback play can get you?
Man, he's a bruh. It's crazy.
He
Coach.
wanted to win that. Yes, sir.
I was telling, well, actually, my wife was telling me, who is this guy? Because this is the first time she watched Mississippi. And I was explaining to her that this young man, he proved me a big fan of his against us. Because he was like, okay, you gonna give me that? Okay, I'm gonna take that. Whap, I'm gonna take that. What? Oh, I gotta run it? Okay, I'm gonna run it. So he was just really, really solid. And where'd he come from?
Some FCS school.
Yes,
Right.
an FCS school.
Right.
That's why I keep telling people
Yeah.
when Oklahoma go get people from the FCS and these, dude, there are some dogs out there
Oh yeah.
that want it. And
A lot of people don't understand that the talent gap really isn't that big.
I
mean-
look, hey Kyle, let me tell you what my coach told me. A 4-4 at Ole Miss is a 4-4 at South Dakota State.
Yep.
It don't
I
matter.
graduated with a running back. He ran a 4.2 or a 4.3 in high school. His only offer was UL. And he ended up going to the league, got signed on. He got drafted by the Bucks and then got traded to the Rams the year they won the Super Bowl. I think he saw a kick return he took for like 50 yards, but that was about it. But I mean, he didn't have a long career at the NFL, but I mean, to us in my hometown in high
Yes.
school, he's a legend. So
Yes.
it's like, it's crazy.
Dude, he said 4-4 is 4-4. It don't matter where you from. And he said the only difference is from the FCS and the FBS is in the trenches.
Yep.
That's the only difference. Skilled players X themselves out. If you're 6'4" and 6'3" and 215 in FCS, you're gonna be 6'4", 215 in FBS. It just don't matter. It's just that the people that's guarding you is gonna be a little bit harder to separate from, but it's still the same. So,
And I think that's the beauty of a lot of people don't like the portal and all this, and it has its pros and it has its cons, but that's kind of the beauty of the portal. We get to see these players in the national spotlight now because nobody took a chance on them at first, but then somebody sees them all of a sudden, and then they get brought up to the national level, and then they get their shot.
Yeah.
So that's the beauty of it.
before we get up out of here, I'm gonna get to this last email because wife is looking at me over my shoulder and everything. So I guess it's my cue. But I want to get to this last. It's two questions, so I'm gonna answer it. I'm gonna ask this question, and then I'm gonna get you guys' real opinion real quick. All right. So it says, "Good afternoon, Coach Ricks and Bishop. I hope you guys are safe and that your families are good and well. I'm Bryce Sanders from Charlotte, North Carolina, and Coach, you coached my grandson at Banks Trail Middle School in 2019. So to me, you are family. I have a few weird things I would like to talk to you guys about. Oklahoma will lose R. Mason Thomas, Grayson Halton." Hold on right quick. Hold on. I'm gonna mute everybody while I read this. Oklahoma will lose R. Mason Thomas, Grayson Halton, Dominique Williams, Marvin Jones Jr., Kendall Daniels, Robert Spears Jennings to the NFL. My boy Kobe McKenzie is off to the transfer portal. Owen Heineke is hoping for another year of eligibility from the NCAA. The Sooners are still waiting on Kip Lewis. My question is, a lot of leadership is leaving the Sooners defense. There are a ton of talent on the side of that ball. Brent Venables and his staff have done a remarkable job of getting guys like Taylor Wynn, Jaden Jackson, David Stone, Otto Broadway, Peyton Bowen, Reggie Powers III, Cortland Guillory, and Eli Bowen, and the list goes on and on. I pray they all return in 2026. Do you guys have a inside track on who would be the guy to go to next year in 2026 on the defensive side? I'll start with TP, and then we'll work our way around to Kyle and Mike and David. I mean, Dwayne. I'm sorry.
Far as leadership,
Yes, sir.
it all starts at the top on that defensive side. So that's Brent Venables. And I just trust and believe that he has somebody lined up that he's going to put and have them run stuff. Kip might come back. I'm hearing Kip might come back. But even if he doesn't, even if all of those people leave and Heineke can't come back, there will be somebody to stand up and run it. There will be. There will be multiple.
James Nestor. Remember that name. Remember that name. James Nestor. My bad, TP.
No, I was honestly finished as far as leadership on the defense. I was done.
Okay.
You
All right,
popped
Kyle.
in at the right time.
All right, Kyle. Kyle, what you got?
Shit. All right. So as far as defensive side, I guess the question sums up to be who's gonna be like the playmaker next year.
Yes.
If Kip comes back, I mean that's hands down the playmaker. Owen Heineke, it's all a wish game with them right now. As far as like absolutes that are coming back, and barring that it won't be a portal player, I would have to go with David Stone. He's been hyped up and he's been somewhat living up to it, especially last year. He made a big jump. So I feel like he makes another big jump this year. And especially they headlining re-signings now. So I seen that on Twitter. So apparently that means something big's coming. So that's mine.
All right, Mike.
Yeah, I agree with David Stoney all day long. I am a Stoney fan. I love the dog in him. But along with your James Nestor, I got one more name, Coach.
Yes, sir.
That, and might not be a leader, but he will be a dog. Danny
Okay.
Okoye.
Okay. I got you on that. Dwayne?
Tyler Wynn.
Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's my guy. That's what I'm gonna have.
That's who's going to be the leader. I think that's who's going to take lead.
I got two names. I think it's going to be Taylor Wynn, and I'm gonna throw a name out there, man, that's gonna shock you guys. I'm gonna say Mike Boganowski.
Bam. Bam.
Yep.
Michael Boganowski and everything, man. He's gonna take over that spot. I guess with RSJ gone, he's gonna take over that spot and everything. That puts him and Powers on the field at the same time.
Oh, God. Out.
So since
Yes,
you
sir.
put two people, I'm gonna add somebody.
Okay, there we go.
I don't know if he's gonna be like a top playmaker, but I guess for most improved on the defense, unless we get a portal linebacker that's gonna be like a standout to where he don't really see the field, Samuel Omosigho
Yes.
is gonna.
Yes, sir.
I think he's gonna make a big jump this year.
Yes, sir.
TP, you want to throw one more in? You and Dwayne?
I think honestly, it's BV number one, and there's a multitude of players underneath him that just roll with him real hard and ready to step up. Like when R. Mason got hurt. I mean, we knew Tyler Wine was okay. We knew that, but we didn't know he was going to be that. You know. And I'm saying there's somebody sitting right there on the sideline right now that's going to be that.
All right, Dwayne.
Mine is going to be, I think he's going to take it to another level next year. Cortland Guillory.
I like that. I like that. Gordon Guillory. But these are we can sit here and say all these names, man, because they all bring something different to the table.
Mm-hmm.
And one thing I like to say is Nigel Smith.
Nigel Smith.
Oh, yeah.
I think Nigel has rested, put on the weight. I think that now that Dominique Williams is gone, Marvin Jones is gone, I think Nigel Smith might take over one of those spots, man, and become a dog.
He's
Because
just too quiet. He's too
now
quiet.
you'll have Stone, Jaden Jackson, and Nigel Smith on the field at the same time.
Ooh.
That is a nasty combination, man.
Ooh.
I don't know if this is kind of off topic. I don't know if y'all talked about portal talk yet or not, but I just seen something. Brandon Sorsby is going to Texas Tech.
Who's that?
Sorsby, the Cincinnati quarterback.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they just
Well, that's
announced
gonna
it.
be what I'm gonna do is I think tomorrow, since we got it late on these emails, I might come on tomorrow because I want to study the portal some more. I know that Oklahoma is going to hold on, I just got an email. Hold on, I just got an email. What's up, Coach Ricks and the panel? This is Anthony Miller. My question to you guys is, will Oklahoma finally go get those Clemson players that want to follow Wes Goodman? Wes is already on it. Wes is already on it.
Coach, can I say something before we jump off of here?
Yes, sir.
There is a receiver that I hope Emmett Jones is allowed to throw him some money at, and that's that Texas wide receiver Livingstone.
Oh, he ain't got to throw money at him. He wants to come here. The
Oh,
reason
does
being, he wants to come here so he can. He didn't want to leave Texas. Okay, this is what it
Right.
is. He didn't want to leave Texas. Texas made him leave.
That was Archie.
Or they asked him to leave. But the way they asked him to leave was not precedent. It was like he found out from a friend that he was getting asked to leave.
Oh my God.
They didn't call him in there to say, "Hey, we are going in a different direction." Yada 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 yada. So
They T-bowed him.
yes. So the first team that he wants to go visit is Oklahoma. So you know what he want to do.
Yeah. And Coach, I'm just gonna say it right now, as bad as I dislike him. But if you I watched some Texas games this year, and Livingstone was kind of a safety net for Arch.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
he was their best receiver to me. I'm gonna be honest.
I mean, the guy can find ways to get open. I mean, God, he's good.
I thought of him like you say that I kind of clicked. I thought of him like kind of like a Drake Stoops and a Jacob Jordan.
Yes.
Yeah.
He's the third down guy. The Texas had. He was the third down guy.
He was killing us.
He's killing us.
Yes. So this is why I say be careful. The portal, the old saying, the portal giveth, the portal taketh. And I just feel like there's a lot. Look, anybody who's listening out there, OU fans, whatever, there are a lot of guys who are still playing right now in the CFP that are going to be in the portal.
Yeah.
That saw what Oklahoma did, saw how Oklahoma plays. And I really believe I like when some of these podcasters, what's the one from Georgia that has the Eat Ball podcast? What's his name? David Pollack.
Yeah.
David Pollack said if he was a defensive guy, there would be only one place he would want to go play. Oklahoma. He said because the way they attack the ball, the way they go get the ball, he said that's why his podcast is See Ball, Get Ball. He said because go ahead.
He was the only mainstream guy that I've seen that was all in on Oklahoma, like not wishy-washy. Like every podcast I've seen him do, he was always saying Oklahoma is gonna be this. Like he was for Oklahoma the whole way through, even before the season. The only guy I've seen mainstream wise.
And Coach, didn't we say early season because everybody was whining and complaining about no turnovers. Well, look at the back half of the season. We started getting them in bulk.
It takes time, man. The one thing I tell people all the time, the hardest thing to play is defense. The easiest thing to play is offense. But when you get real good at defense and the consistency is there, you can win games. Of course, everybody knows you can score as many points as you want to score. But if you can't stop no damn body, you don't give a damn what you do. But when you can stop people, we just need now for our offense to catch up to our defense.
Yeah.
And we'll be fine. There are still teams that fear Oklahoma just for the defense. There were a lot of teams, I'm going to tell you right now, since it's over with now. And they've asked a lot of these fans on, it's called fanreaction.com, something, yada, yada, yada. They asked them, what team would you like to play? Out of like 400 people, probably 20 said Oklahoma.
I bet you if they would have asked them that at halftime during the playoffs or 5 minutes before halftime, it would have been zeros. Because everybody, you go on Twitter, I was on kind of Twitter like through the commercial breaks. Bro, everybody was hyping up Oklahoma.
Dude,
it looked like we were a national championship team. Now, you have to play 4 quarters, but if they end up figuring that out, they could be dangerous.
Yes, this is what I heard too, Slam. Livingston was Manning's roommate. They worked out together. Yeah. And even he didn't give him the heads up that they would let him go.
Say, Coach, I'm gonna have to go ahead and bow out. I gotta take care.
Man, I'm about to go out too. I gotta get ready to get off here because I don't want Amy to come in here again.
Yeah. Hey, I just seen that. Hey, Kyle, I just got to seeing that text with their quarterback going to Texas Tech. Look like Texas Tech is trying to spend all the money.
Well, Texas Tech got the money to spend, but are they going to be able to spend it every single year?
They in the race for Cam Coleman too right now, so it's going to be interesting.
Here's the thing. Cam is not going to Texas Tech. If he goes to Texas Tech, he just wants the money. But
you looked at his top 3? You saw his top 3?
Yes.
I mean, that's all money schools.
Yeah. Hey, it is what it is, man. But
it is what it is. I don't want him. Like the market is too there's too many decent receivers to overpay for a don't get me wrong, he's still the best receiver in the market, but there's too many decent receivers.
I'm laughing at you, dog, because you just said I don't want him. Come on with the bullshit.
What? I'm just saying, I do want them, but the thing they could spend more. I mean, don't get me wrong. It would be nice to have them. That was some bullshit. I ain't gonna lie. But as far as money wise and what they would have to spend, I mean, it don't add up.
Anybody that gets him,
all right, clean it up. That's better. If you're gonna say it, I'll go with that. But I don't want him.
That's what I meant. That's what I was coming from. That's what I was coming from.
If you get him,
you can get a lot more.
You got 1 year with him. You're going to spend about $5 million to get him for 1 season.
Yeah, definitely.
At least $5 million to get him.
Oh, at least, yeah, that's the thing. At least,
and you might spend 10.
You're in a bidding war with some big money grippers. I mean,
but the one thing that Texas Tech got going for them, that oil money has no deep pockets. It's just out there. It's just out there. You can go on there and just, you want $10 million check. There's so many billionaires in Texas.
They just
don't mind cutting that.
Texas Tech's probably giving them a blank check. It all depends if he wants to go there or not.
Jay Hoover, man, there's no way that Nagy and BB is going to spend $6 million for a wide receiver for 1 year. It ain't going to happen.
No way.
It ain't going to happen.
No.
But would you really want them to spend that much on him?
No.
Because with that much money.
Whoa.
All right, TP.
TP, the union guy.
Everybody is 1 year. If you think you got somebody for 2 years or 3 years, you're foolish.
Okay.
Everybody is 1 year. Matter of fact, the scholarship is for only 1 year.
How about this?
But
let me reword that for you. Okay, let me reword it for you. Let's say you had Cam Coleman on one side. Okay, you got Cam Coleman, one guy, $5 million. Or would you take Deion Burks and Satega and everything, 2 for the price of 1 for $2 million?
I'd go.
Which one would you spend?
I'd go. I'm a 2-for-1 budget buyer all day long.
TP? I'm asking the union guy.
Oh,
You guys are high as hell if you think I'm gonna take anybody over Cam Coleman.
So you don't want 2 for 1?
You guys are high as hell if you think I'm gonna take anybody over Cam Coleman.
Okay,
if it was-
now
Brutally honest.
hold on, Kyle.
Now,
Hold
I'm
on,
not saying,
Kyle.
listen,
Hold on.
I'm not saying we got to go get him. I'm not saying
Yeah.
that. I'm just saying if if we wanted him and we had to pay the $5 million, I'm not against doing that.
Okay,
but then that
now,
kind of hinders us from getting other players in the portal because
Yep.
you already dropped the $5 million bag on him.
And then you get hear people bitching about getting a bunch of FCS players to fill up spots.
Yeah. And it's a catch-22.
TP said he don't want to hear that shit.
Yeah, right. Y'all talking some bullshit right now. I'm sorry with the language, but y'all talking some bullshit. Just
We love you,
if that's what
TP.
it is. If that's what it
Hey.
is, that's what it is. The number is the number. Whatever the number
Shit,
is.
for all we know, we could spend all that money. He could turn out like a running back we got last year.
Jade Knott. Yep.
I mean,
Or he could be Megatron, or he could be that.
yeah.
We don't know. But I'm saying, listen. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you all y'all something real quick. Let me tell you something real quick. My mama said, "Don't ever let a little thing like money keep you from having the things you want to have in life."
That's true. That is true,
That's
TP.
the end of that discussion.
So the Cowboy, I agree with you on this one. I want
Yeah,
Cade
nice.
Durham and everything from LSU. I think that would be a good one.
Kane Durham ain't coming over here. I'll tell you that right now. I know
I
that
mean,
for a
hey.
fact.
Oh, he going somewhere else?
I know he ain't coming here.
Oh,
If he wanted to come here, he'd have came here when we recruited him. And then Kane Durham ain't the best running back out at LSU right now either. So
well, sometimes when you go to where the money is and you get your money, then you can go the next year where you really want to go.
I guess.
Someone said nice TP. Someone agrees with TP. They said nice.
Oh, we love
So-
TP. He's our
He's our union rep.
He's our union rep.
This is what you got to understand. It could be me over here,
Mhm.
and it could be $1 billion over there. As long as I got God with me over here, I'm not worried about the $1 billion over there.
There you go, brother.
But everybody don't
There
think
you
that way,
go,
though.
brother. There you go, brother.
Everybody would kill themselves sometimes trying to get that million, that $1 billion. You know, that's just what it is. But anyway, Mama's in the building. Hey guys, thank you guys, man, for jumping on. I gotta get up out of here. Hey, TP, tell Lisa I said what's up. Hey, I'm gonna get with you, TP, because we're thinking about coming to see you here soon. Amy wants to take a little 3-day vacation somewhere. And
That would be beautiful. Absolutely.
So I said, hey, let's go visit Lisa and TP. And she's like, that's cool.
Yes, that would be beautiful. Thank you. I appreciate you thinking about us.
So we're gonna do that and everything, man. So I'm gonna get with you sometime tomorrow when I get off to try to make the arrangements of when will be a good time to come down there, and then we'll make the trip down there.
Yes, sir. Beautiful.
Kyle, man, always a welcome man on the show, man. I sent you one last time, man, but
yeah, well, I've been dealing with some shoulder shit and work and all that. So
you all right?
I've been I'm on FMLA till like the 12th right now. So
hey, you need a union rep? Need a union rep?
Oh, dude, if I speak union anywhere near my job, I'm losing my job. So
sorry, TP. I'll try to get you a job, TP. I'll try to get you some work, TP. Yeah. That's one thing about UPS, boy. We union strong, boy. They don't play out there, boy. Everything is union. So
at my last job, I was union, and
yeah, but they do. Some companies are scared of unions, but it ain't really bad as everybody think it is, man.
Yeah.
It just you know, the union is mainly for the workers, and that's why owners and companies don't like that. So
that's what it is.
You know.
Hey,
but anyway,
Coach, thanks for having me on. It's nice to be out of the dead now.
Hey man, we're gonna jump on tomorrow. I gotta start looking at some of these portal entries and everything, man, and do some homework on this portal. And then we'll
Okay.
get back on tomorrow on everything, man. Even if it's for an hour. Kyle, if you can make it, cool. If not, man, I'm
Oh
gonna send
yeah,
you an invite
yeah. I'm gonna
anyway.
be shit. I'll be home all week. So
All right. But I'm gonna do some homework on this portal stuff, man, because I want to see what we got, what's out there, and what we might get, and who's coming in, and try to get with my brother-in-law to see if I can get some inside scoop on some of these players that Clemson might be losing, so I can talk about it. But
Okay.
until then,
Yeah.
man, you guys have a wonderful night, man. Be blessed, man. Welcome in the new year, man. Stay safe. Until then, Boomer Sooner, man. I'll see you guys, man, next time, man. We on the show, man. Peace out.
Peace out.
all right, man.